Welcome to Reality 33 TV. In this video, I want to discuss the rapper M.I.A. Born in London to Sri Lankan parents, M.I.A., whose birth name is Matangi and also goes by Maya, moved to Sri Lanka as a child, but was later displaced along with her family during the Sri Lankan Civil War. She returned to London at 11 years old and began to be influenced by the youth culture there, where her love for urban music, known as Bhangra, which is influenced by Pakistani and Bangladeshi communities, began to grow. In 2004, M.I.A. began to create an underground artist buzz with the singles Sun Showers and Galang. She was one of the few artists at the time using the internet to spread her music on platforms such as MySpace. She signed to XL Recordings, a British independent label, later that year. In 2005, her debut album, Arular, was released worldwide. Although it only reached 190 on the Billboard 200 charts, several publications named it Album of the Year. That same year, she also had the opportunity to work with one of her musical influences, Missy Elliott, on the song Bad Man, from her album The Cookbook. She also briefly toured with Gwen Stefani. In 2007, she released her second album entitled Kala. The first official single, Boys, was an up-tempo dance song incorporating elements of world beat, electronica, and dancehall. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot Dance Singles charts. The third single, Paper Planes, which was produced by M.I.A. and Diplo, went 3 times platinum in the US and Canada. Paper Planes became the 29th most downloaded song in the digital era in the United States and earned a Grammy nomination for Record of the Year. This same year, she also released an EP titled How Many Votes Fix Mix, which included a remix of Boys featuring Jay-Z. They worked together again on Jay-Z's single Swagger Like Us featuring T.I., Lil Wayne, and Kanye West. It was featured on T.I.'s album Paper Trail and was slated to be on Jay-Z's Blueprint 3, but never made the album. The single peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. M.I.A. and the other 4 rappers performed at the Grammys that year, where they won for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group. She was also nominated for an Academy Award that year for Best Original Song for Oh Saya, featured on the Slumdog Millionaire soundtrack, and was due to perform 2 weeks after the Grammy performance, but was unable to because she had just given birth to her son. She is the first person of Asian descent to be nominated for an Oscar and Grammy Award in the same year. In 2008, M.I.A. started her independent record label, NEET Recordings. Her goal with the label was to showcase new underground music. The first artist signed to the label was Baltimore rapper Rai Rai. She later signed Baltimore musician Black Star and indie rock band Sleigh Bells. M.I.A. continued to release her own music while also collaborating with other artists. In 2012, she co-wrote Give Me All Your Lovin' with Madonna and Nicki Minaj for Madonna's album MDNA. The 3 performed it at the Super Bowl halftime show, and while performing, M.I.A. held up her middle finger, which resulted in the NFL filing a lawsuit suing M.I.A. for millions in damages and demanding a public apology. M.I.A. and her legal team also responded by saying that the league's claim of wholesomeness in the lawsuit was hypocritical, since the NFL itself has had multiple situations of players and coaches behaving badly, as well as health problems with the league, especially concussions. In September 2013, M.I.A. released a video statement regarding the lawsuit, saying, "They're basically saying it's okay for me to promote being sexually exploited as a female than to display empowerment, female empowerment, through being punk rock. That's what it boils down to, and I'm being sued for it." During this time, she was signed to Jay-Z's Roc Nation management and later said the following in an interview. "The lawsuit activated so many people to come after me on so many different levels, and that, in terms of racism and sexism, the situation showed the cracks in everyone I knew. I was at Roc Nation at the time, and Jay-Z was managing me, she said. The lawsuit was so ridiculous. It proposed they would keep 100% of my earnings for the rest of my life if I ever earned more than $2 million. Jay-Z was like, you should sign that ish. And I was like, no, she continued. A middle finger is like, get a effing grip. People were like, oh, you're lucky you're not in jail. Give up all your profit, be this slave for the rest of your life. The lawsuit was settled in August 2014, and the terms of the settlement remained private. M.I.A. left Roc Nation after only 1 year due to a strained relationship with the management company. In 2013, M.I.A. released her fourth album titled Matangi on her label NEET through Interscope Records. It peaked at number 23 on the Billboard 200 charts. In 2018, she released a documentary film about her rise to fame and political activism surrounding the Sri Lankan Civil War. M.I.A. has never been shy about her opinions, and in 2020, she claimed British Vogue pulled a story about her due to her anti-vaccine comments. The same year, M.I.A. was featured on the song Franchise by Travis Scott, earning her first number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more.